Did you know some ordinary 5 pence and 1 penny coins, even in bad condition, could be worth millions of dollars? Stick around as we reveal the rarest, most valuable coins that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. First up, the 5 new pence coin of 1979, featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, is a fascinating numismatic artifact, a small yet enduring symbol of British history, monarchy, and economic life. And while in bad condition, it still holds a wealth of information for collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike. The coin was minted during a period of significant historical, economic, and political change in the United Kingdom, a time when decimal coinage had been introduced just 8 years earlier in 1971 to modernize the British currency system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence with a system that was simpler, more practical, and compatible with international trade. And the 5 new pence coin itself, which originally replaced the old 5 pence coin, represented a unit of currency equal to 1/20th of a pound, or 5 new pence, and it carried with it the weight of tradition, symbolism, and continuity, even as the nation adapted to modern currency standards, with its copper-nickel composition providing durability, resistance to corrosion, and a metallic sheen that allowed the coin to remain in circulation for decades. Although in bad condition, such as the example under discussion, the coin exhibits wear, scratches, discoloration, flattened relief, loss of original luster, and other indicators of circulation that together form a story of everyday use, passing through countless hands, pockets, purses, and cash registers across Britain, touching the lives of ordinary citizens, shoppers, merchants, and travelers, all while remaining a silent witness to the social, economic, and cultural life of the late 1970s, a decade marked by industrial unrest, rising inflation, political transformation with the election of Margaret Thatcher as Prime Minister in 1979, and shifts in public attitudes toward economy, government, and the monarchy. And despite the wear, the coin still bears the essential design features that define its historical and artistic value, namely the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the renowned sculptor Arnold Machen, showing the young queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, her facial features delicately modeled, with the contours of her hair, the elegance of the tiara, and the regal expression designed to convey stability, dignity, and continuity. Even as the passage of decades has smoothed or partially obscured these details in coins in bad condition, with scratches, darkened surfaces, and flattened relief reducing the clarity of the design, yet not diminishing its historical significance. And the reverse side, designed by Christopher Ironside, depicts a crowned lion passant guardant, symbolizing strength, courage, and heraldic tradition, a representation deeply rooted in British identity and reflective of centuries of royal and national symbolism. The lion itself, meticulously engraved, though wear may have softened the fine lines of the mane, paws, and crown, leaving only the essence of the image visible to the discerning eye, while the coin's milled edge, originally intended to prevent clipping and add tactile distinction, may also show signs of abrasion, further testifying to its extensive circulation, and although in bad condition, the coin still serves as a tangible connection to the past. Decimalization period, illustrating how design, material, and usage intersect to create a living historical document, a coin that embodies the economic practices of 1970s Britain, the daily life of its citizens, and the artistry of its engravers. And beyond its immediate physical characteristics, the coin resonates with broader historical narratives, including the modernization of currency, shifts in monetary policy, and the role of small denominations in everyday commerce, with the 5 new pence coin facilitating purchases, public transportation fares, market exchanges, and countless other transactions, all while circulating alongside other decimal coins such as 1p, 2p, 10p, 50p, and the pound coin, each with its own design, symbolic meaning, and story. And for collectors, even coins in bad condition offer insight into minting practices, design evolution, and the physical demands of circulation, with worn 1979 5 new pence coins demonstrating how materials like copper-nickel respond to friction, handling, and environmental exposure over decades, with discoloration, scratches, nicks, and toning creating unique fingerprints of use that can be studied to understand the life of the coin, its interaction with society, and its place within the broader context of British numismatic history. And while an uncirculated or proof coin may hold higher market value, a circulated coin, especially in bad condition, tells a story that pristine coins cannot, providing evidence of human engagement, economic activity, and the tactile experience of money in a pre-digital era. And its continued existence today allows historians, educators, and enthusiasts to connect with that era tangibly, appreciating the artistry of Maction and Ironside, the durability of the coin's cupronickel composition, and the symbolic power of royal and heraldic imagery, while reflecting on the broader historical and social environment of late 1970s Britain, including economic challenges, industrial action, cultural shifts, and the evolving relationship between the monarchy, the government, and the people. And even in its worn state, the coin can serve as a teaching tool for numismatics, metallurgy, art history, and social history, illustrating how coins function as both practical tools and cultural artifacts. And for anyone studying the transition from the old pre-decimal system to decimal currency, the 1979 5 Pence coin provides concrete evidence of how the designs, sizes, and compositions were standardized and circulated, showing how policy decisions, artistic choices, and practical concerns came together in a single, small, but profoundly significant object. And as such, the coin is a microcosm of its time, encapsulating economic conditions, cultural values, technological choices in minting, and the social practices of handling money, with its scratches, flattened reliefs, and discoloration serving as visual and tactile reminders of its decades-long journey through commerce, society, and history, reflecting the hands of ordinary citizens, the passage through countless transactions, and the interaction of art, utility, and symbolism. And the 1979 date situates it in a moment of political and economic transition, marking the end of the 1970s, a period of economic difficulty, industrial unrest, and cultural change in Britain. Yet the coin remains emblematic of continuity, providing a link between past and present, between the monarchy and the public, between traditional heraldic imagery and modern currency needs, between material durability and human handling. And its study allows for insights into minting practices, material science, design history, economic history, and social anthropology, offering lessons for numismatists, historians, educators, and anyone interested in the everyday objects that shape human experience, making even a worn, damaged, or otherwise bad condition 1979 5 Pence coin an object of study, reflection, and appreciation. Enduring testament to the artistry, practicality, and historical resonance of British coinage, an artifact that, while small in size, carries immense significance in terms of design, circulation history, material composition, heraldic symbolism, royal portraiture, and the lived experience of late 20th century Britain. And even as wear and circulation have taken their toll, smoothing the features, darkening the surfaces, and reducing clarity, the coin's essence remains intact, a small but powerful symbol connecting collectors, historians, and ordinary citizens to the era of its production and use, allowing one to imagine the countless hands that held it, the shops, markets, buses, and cash registers it passed through, the economic transactions it facilitated, and the social and political milieu in which it circulated, making the 1979 5 Pence coin, even in bad condition, not merely a piece of metal, but a tangible, multidimensional document of history, art, culture, and everyday life, whose study can continue to reveal insights into design, materials, politics, economy, and society, and whose worn, scratched, and flattened features speak silently of the decades it has endured, the countless transactions it witnessed, and the stories of ordinary people and extraordinary events intertwined with its existence, creating an object that is simultaneously humble and historically rich, modest and artistically significant, practical and symbolic, small in size but immense in narrative, a coin that continues to connect us to Queen Elizabeth II, the United Kingdom of 1979, and the ongoing story of British currency, society, and heritage, making it a treasure not in pristine appearance alone, but in the depth of meaning, historical resonance, and human interaction it represents, an object that, despite its bad condition, still commands attention, invites study, and offers lessons about continuity, change, artistry, durability, symbolism, and the lived experience of money. In late 20th century Britain, and whose very wear tells a story as rich, complex, and detailed as any historical document, rendering the 1979 5 Pence coin, even in bad condition, a profound object of historical, numismatic, cultural, and educational significance that continues to fascinate, inform, and inspire. Next up, the 1 penny coin of 1982, featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, is an iconic example of British decimal coinage, representing not only a unit of currency, but also a small, tangible piece of history, art, and economic life. And although examples in bad condition may appear worn, scratched, discolored, or flattened, they still carry immense historical, numismatic, and cultural value, offering collectors, historians, and enthusiasts a detailed window into late 20th century Britain, its currency system, its social fabric, and its artistic traditions. Minted during a period when decimalization had been fully established over a decade earlier, following the 1971 transition from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a more modern decimal system. The 1982 1 penny coin was produced to standardize coinage, simplify transactions, and provide a durable, reliable medium for everyday use, with a copper-plated steel composition which gave the coin both longevity and a distinctive reddish-brown color. Although in bad condition, oxidation, handling, and environmental exposure may have caused it to darken, corrode, or lose its original luster, creating a patina that tells a story of circulation, wear, and human interaction. The coin measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.56 grams, providing a tactile sense of value and presence, while its smooth milled edge gives it a distinctive feel in the hand and prevents easy counterfeiting or clipping. And the careful design work ensures that even when worn, the essential features remain recognizable. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as created by Arnold Machin, depicting a youthful yet dignified monarch, wearing the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, her facial features finely detailed, with attention to the contours of the hair, eyes, nose, lips, and the tiara itself, which symbolizes the continuity and stability of the monarchy. And although heavy circulation in a bad condition coin may have smoothed the relief, faded fine details, and obscured the original sharpness, the fundamental presence of the Queen's profile remains a powerful emblem of British national identity, authority, and tradition, linking the coin to centuries of royal portraiture and heraldic symbolism. While the reverse side, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the classic portcullis with chains, a symbol of Westminster, parliamentary authority, and the strength of the British state, a design that roots the coin not only in monetary use, but also in national symbolism, connecting everyday commerce with historical continuity. With the portcullis engraved in fine relief, its vertical bars, horizontal crosspieces, and surrounding chains detailed with precision. Though in bad condition coins, these elements may appear flattened, worn, or partially obscured, yet still convey the essence of the symbol. Historically, 1982 was a year of significant events in the United Kingdom, including social, political, and economic challenges, with Margaret Thatcher serving as Prime Minister during a time of economic tension, industrial disputes, and societal shifts, and coins such as the 1 penny functioned as silent witnesses to everyday life, circulating through countless hands, pockets, purses, cash registers, and markets, facilitating transactions for groceries, transportation, postal services, and small purchases, while simultaneously reinforcing the stability of the currency system and the symbolic presence of the monarchy in daily life. And despite heavy wear, the coin retains its identity as a unit of currency, a work of art, and a historical artifact. From a numismatic perspective, the 1982 1 penny is part of the first decimal series featuring Machin's portrait, which ran from 1968 until the mid-1980s, making it a collectible example for enthusiasts studying portrait evolution, minting techniques, and circulation wear. And although coins in bad condition are typically valued lower than uncirculated or proof specimens, They provide unique insights into the practical realities of money in use, including the effects of friction, handling, environmental exposure, and the passage of decades, all of which leave distinct marks that tell a story about the coin's life and its interaction with society. The copper-plated steel composition, while durable, is susceptible to oxidation, creating a variety of tones from deep reddish-brown to darker shades, often interspersed with scratches, dents, or minor corrosion spots that collectively serve as a visual history of the coin's journey. Furthermore, the 1 penny coin illustrates the interplay of utility and artistry, where design, material, and circulation requirements converge, providing a small but profound connection between the economic, cultural, and social fabric of Britain, and its study allows collectors and historians to explore not only minting practices, design history, and metallurgy, but also broader themes of currency modernization, social behavior, and the materiality of money in a pre-digital economy, as the coin's passage through millions of transactions embodies the tactile and practical experience of commerce, illustrating the intimate relationship between money, society, and daily life, where every scratch, worn edge, and faded relief becomes part of its story, and even in bad condition, the coin remains a symbol of national identity, continuity, and artistic achievement, encapsulating the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the significance of decimalization, and the role of small denominations in facilitating trade and maintaining economic stability. The 1982 1 penny, while modest in size and denomination, offers profound educational value, serving as a tool for teaching about British monetary history, decimalization, minting techniques, artistic portraiture, heraldic symbolism, and socioeconomic conditions of the late 20th century, and its worn, heavily circulated state, in bad condition examples, provides a tactile narrative that pristine coins cannot, offering collectors and historians an authentic glimpse into everyday life, commerce, and monetary practice, and allowing modern audiences to engage directly with a small but significant artifact that has survived over 4 decades of human interaction, environmental challenges, and economic change. The coin's continued existence today ensures that its historical, artistic, and cultural significance endures, providing a tangible link between the present and the era of its production and circulation, illustrating how even the humblest denomination can carry immense symbolic, practical, and historical weight, and highlighting the resilience, durability, and continuity of British coinage, monarchy, and national identity, making the 1982 1 penny coin, even in bad condition, a deeply rich object of study, reflection, and appreciation for numismatists, historians, educators, and anyone interested in the intersection of art, economy, and society, and whose worn features, scratches, flattened relief, discoloration, and patina serve as visual and tactile testimony to decades of circulation, economic history, human experience, and the enduring significance of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, thus transforming a simple copper-plated steel coin into a profound artifact that embodies continuity, heritage, artistry, and the lived experience of late 20th century Britain, and which continues to captivate collectors, historians, and enthusiasts around the world, demonstrating that even a small, low-denomination coin in bad condition can be an object of immense educational, historical, and numismatic value, connecting us to the people, events, and society of its time, making it a humble yet extraordinary witness to history, commerce, and culture. A coin whose scratches, wear, and patina tell stories as rich and detailed as any written historical record. A small but powerful emblem of British currency, identity, and heritage that continues to inspire, inform, and fascinate. The 5 pence coin of 2012, featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, is a small yet historically and culturally significant piece of British decimal coinage, representing not only a unit of currency, but also an artifact that embodies artistic design, metallurgical engineering, economic practice, and societal interaction. And although a coin in bad condition may show heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, flattened relief, loss of mint luster, or corrosion, it still retains immense historical, numismatic, and educational value, providing a tangible connection to the United Kingdom's monetary system, the monarchy, and the everyday economic activities of the early 21st century. Minted by the Royal Mint, the 2012 5-pence coin is part of the post-2008 series following minor design updates, and it is composed of nickel-plated steel, a material chosen for its durability, resistance to corrosion, and cost-effectiveness, reflecting both modern minting techniques and the practical needs of circulating coinage in a period when small denomination coins remained essential for everyday transactions, yet increasingly faced competition from electronic payments and digital currency. The coin measures 18.0 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.25 grams, small enough to be convenient for handling, yet substantial enough to feel tangible and valuable in the hand. And its milled edge provides both aesthetic distinction and functional security against counterfeiting, though in coins that have been heavily circulated or are in bad condition, the milled edges may be smoothed down, scratched, or partially worn away, adding to the unique narrative of use that each worn coin carries. The obverse side of the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Jody Clark, the fifth official portrait of the Queen to appear on British coinage, a detailed depiction that reflects her maturity, dignity, and enduring presence as a constitutional monarch, with carefully engraved features such as the crown, facial contours, hair detailing, and jewelry, which convey authority, continuity, and artistic refinement. Though in a bad condition coin, many of these details may be heavily worn, the relief flattened, scratches visible across the face, crown, and hair, and the original sheen largely lost, yet the essential recognition of the Queen's profile remains intact, a testament to the lasting design and symbolic power of the portrait. The reverse design of the 2012 5-pence coin features a segment of the royal shield, part of the innovative shield design introduced in 2008 by Matthew Dent, where each denomination contributes a portion of the full shield when placed together, symbolizing unity, national identity, and the monarchy's historical heritage, and representing a shift in British coin design towards modernity while still retaining heraldic significance, with intricate detailing that in bad condition coins may appear smoothed, scratched, or dulled. Yet the core emblem remains identifiable, linking the coin to the broader narrative of British history, national symbolism, and the ongoing story of decimal coinage. The 2012 5-pence coin circulated widely throughout Britain, used in markets, shops, transportation, vending machines, charitable donations, and countless small-scale transactions. And in its worn state, it tells the story of ordinary citizens' daily lives, the practicalities of commerce, and the tangible reality of handling money in a pre-digital, yet increasingly electronic society, reflecting not just the economy, but the human interaction embedded in money, as the coin passed through pockets, purses, tills, and hands, suffering abrasion, discoloration, and flattening in the process, creating a physical record of decades of practical use. Historically, 2012 was a year of significance in the United Kingdom, marked by the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, celebrating 60 years of her reign, a major national event of cultural, ceremonial, and historical importance, during which coinage like the 2012 5-pence maintained continuity and stability while society celebrated the longevity and symbolism of the monarchy. And even in bad condition, the coin connects to this broader historical and cultural moment, serving as a reminder as both the enduring role of currency and the societal significance of royal milestones. From a numismatic perspective, the 2012 5-pence is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1971 and modernized in design in 2008, making it a collectible piece within the larger context of British coins, illustrating the evolution of portraiture, design innovation, material selection, and circulation practices, and offering a case study in how even small denomination coins can reflect the intersection of history, design, politics, economy, and society, with heavy wear, scratches, and flattened relief in bad condition examples, providing a unique window into the lived experience of money, the realities of human handling, and the durability of minting practices. Metallurgically, the nickel-plated steel construction ensures that the coin can withstand decades of circulation without disintegrating, though oxidation, handling, environmental exposure, and friction gradually alter its appearance, creating color variations ranging from shiny silver to darker, duller tones. And in bad condition examples, scratches, dents, and worn relief collectively narrate the coin's extensive life in commerce, its passage through millions of transactions, and its interactions with everyday citizens, all of which contribute to its educational and historical value. Further, the 2012 5-pence coin exemplifies the balance between utility and artistry, where practical considerations of size, weight, material, and minting efficiency intersect with artistic design choices, heraldic symbolism, and portraiture, creating a small object that functions simultaneously as money, art, historical document, and cultural artifact. And the study of bad-condition coins provides unique insight into wear patterns, circulation dynamics, and the physical realities of human interaction with currency. The coin also offers a connection to broader global trends, as small denomination coins in modern economies face challenges from inflation, electronic payments, and changing monetary habits, making surviving examples in circulation, even in bad condition, important for understanding economic history, monetary policy, and social behavior. Finally, despite scratches, worn relief, discoloration, and loss of original mint luster, a 2012 5-pence coin in bad condition remains an object of profound historical, artistic, cultural, and numismatic interest, encapsulating the Queen's reign, the modernization of British coinage, the continuity of decimal currency, the practical realities of circulation, the lived experience of ordinary people, the symbolism of national identity, and the artistry of minting, making it a small but powerful witness to the economic, social, and cultural history of early 21st century Britain, a coin that embodies continuity, durability, artistry, heritage, and human experience, and whose every scratch, dent, and flattened relief tells a story that is as rich, complex, and instructive as any historical document, providing a tangible connection to Queen Elizabeth II, the Royal Mint, the British economy, and the society in which it circulated, making even a humble, heavily worn 2012 5-pence coin a remarkable artifact of enduring educational, cultural, and numismatic value. Please like and subscribe to my channel.